Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to show you everything in this crazy mess of 5ER that we've got here going in towards 6. Different attacks for different bases. We're going to talk about the tech tree a little bit and everything like that. So guys, if you do enjoy the videos, I appreciate it if you just simply throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop. It does expire, as mine is about to, every 7 days. CHICKEN. Back. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. So today's been more or less of the same, except we were able to get ourselves some troop health, which helped us kind of maintain ranks that we reached previously, which is great. But yeah, we're looking for that diamond push. We're trying to find it. I don't know where it is, guys, but it it looks like it's one of those things. I feel like whenever they make tech trees and you have like 3 or 4 different branches and they're all really good stuff, what ends up happening is none of them end up becoming push points, and all of them end up becoming 1 push point. So let's talk about Kavan first. So Kavan is going to be great with your Zuka attacks. He's going to be great with Bombardiers. And it looks like we're going to need him sooner than later. He also comes with a package deal here with some boom mines, which are going to be nice. That's going to slow down the bombers as well, and mess up some of the laser rangers too. Now, on the other end, we have laser rangers right here, which is kind of, I think, where I'm going to go next. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm going laser rangers next. But the thing is, the rangers, they don't really work well without Kavan, so you kind of have to get them at the same time. We can use them a little bit with Brick and her Iron Will, but it's just not as good. Over here, we have a Sky Shield, which is going to be great. And back here, we have Shock Launchers, which are also amazing. So all of this stuff is good. The order that you get it in kind of depends on where you're at. If you're in Diamond with whatever offense you're using, go defensive. If you're not in Diamond, then you probably need to go a little bit more offensive. The defense, you're not going to be able to base ride there. You're going to have to get there in fast attacks right now. We're going to be looking to finish in that kind of 220-ish range. And the easiest way to do that is probably with Laser Rangers and Kavan. And then we want to get out of 5. We want to go into 6, and we want to get ourselves some heavy choppers. Ouch, these 4ERs, man, they sting. So let's show you some decent attacks first. That guy was a 6ER. 214, what was this base? Okay, so we'll show you how to hit the 4s first. This is after getting Bombardiers and the building health, even if you don't, or the troop health. Even if you don't have the troop health, this hit will be the same. So we like to go 2 mechs, 2 heavies, and then 4 doodlers. And we're going to use Brick with her Iron Will ability. And then from there, we got to shock a couple things. We got to shock the critter launchers. We want to Bart out the Doom Cannon if we can. The double Doom Cannon bases at 4ER are really tough. And then we just simply want to free clear, basically. You flare to one side eventually once the boom cannons are done. And then from there, we just want to keep everybody alive. You guys know the drill. Keep everybody alive. Keep our mechs happy and healthy. And just watch that shock blaster. Make sure it's targeting Brick or the mechs and not the Bombardiers, and then we're able to simply free clear from there. So that's the 4s. Let's take a look. That was the 6th. Let's take a look at a 5. So here's a dirty 5 that we were actually able to beat, and here's how we did it. So we go 4 heavies, 4 Bombardiers. Now, the drop is going to depend on the base. I opted for the spread on this one, and I actually used an extra boat of heavies than I normally do because he had shock launchers. So I want to make sure I had coverage on all of those sides. As we walk up through the base. Now, what's going to be the biggest thing when you're using heavies and Bombardiers? The critter launchers. If you let the critter launchers shoot, they will stop your attack dead, and you won't get past them. You have to shock them, okay? So depending where they're at, you can either use barrage on them, or you can shock them, or you can outrange them. If they're at the end of the base, like this guy over here, we're probably not going to have to deal with them because by the time we get there, we're more than likely not going to have any heavies left, at least on that side. And then from here, we're just managing our GBE, the typical stuff. Use some Iron Wills when you're getting close to the mines. Shock anything that's immediately in range. And then other than that, we just let them simply spread out and do their thing. So you see we got pretty thinned out by the very end. But yeah, that's basically how we want to hit almost all of the 5s. So so there's your 4s, there's your 5s. The only different one is there's a front-loaded 5ER. And for that one, we want to use the same layout that we did on the 4. 2 mechs, 2 heavies, 4 doodlers. and iron will, and just let them free clear up one side right down to the other. Sometimes the bombers will split up if they have an ER on the top, and it works really well. I don't have that one in my log right now, or I would show that to you too. But yeah, let's get into some live hits here. And man, so close to diamond. Well, not really that close, but closer than we've been in all season. So yeah, definitely happy to not be using grenadiers anymore. We can kiss the Grens goodbye. We are throwing them into the trash. That was 32 keys, totally wasted. That on top of the multi-node set me back about 50 keys. So yeah, I don't know. That was my mistake this season. Zukas were fine. They actually ranked us up a couple times, so I was okay with that. But the Grens didn't get us anywhere. And the multi-node at the beginning of the season, that I could have had Kavan early in the same tech right now if I didn't get those two things. So that was where we messed up. I'm not perfect. Hey, I'll make mistakes. I'm able to admit it, but... okay, this guy's got the troop health. So let's do that same one we did against Gearhart. That seemed to work really well. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bricky, tricky bricky right up the middle. I think we're going to... Let's take this 1, 2, 3. A little bit late on that, but whatever. I'm going to use an iron will. I like to use iron wills early to keep the heavies alive because there's usually a lot of boom cannons shooting at them. So if we can do that, then that's usually a good move. We just got to watch that critter launcher. The boom cannon on the right is okay. For now, we're going to use another iron will over here. Just got to get through this first part where everything's smacking us down. Excellent. The heavy's going to go straight for the mines. Beautiful. Should we shock here? I don't think we need to. Get some critter launchers coming up, so we're going to save our shocks as we move forward. Okay, I know it looks a little bit rough, but we'll come through this. It's actually a great spread. And now we're going to shock the stupid critter launcher, because it is stupid. And, okay, now we're moving. There's nothing immediately on the right side that's going to be in range of us, so they can free clear that for a second. They don't need our help. What does need our help are these guys and that critter launcher. Okay, now we got to save GB for the right side. Okay, so we need a shock for the right side on this boom cannon. And we're on the critter launcher. The good thing about bombardiers is they will spread out a lot, depending on what they're attacking. So you don't always have to worry if they're not exactly on a defense or whatever. Usually they'll find a way to hit it. Okay, so we're moving through here now. We got 2 doodlers left over here. We're going to shock there. The shock blaster's looking a little bit mean with those mines. Okay, can we shock that in time? Just barely. Alright, we got 1 doodler left. That's all we needed. He'll still get this down before these guys will find their way over, so that's good. Also get a barrage to help us out. I mean, with the shock launchers, I think that's a pretty fair time for what we're doing here, guys. Alright, let's get a barrage down this way. This could go either way. Yeah, 145 is a little bit too slow, but that's the best I can do. Against Mr. Dark Bomber, let's see. Did we scout it all? I forget. That's my season summed up in an attack. Man, 4 in a row, unbelievable. But there it is, guys. There it is. So it's tough right now. If you're not in diamond and you're struggling like I am, then it's all good. We'll still get there. We'll still get the top 500. And I mean, we're still doing fine overall. It's just an annoying part of the season where just nothing, like literally nothing, has been a push point since I got Grenadiers. And we look at how far along we've gone, and we've stayed at the exact same rank. So kind of frustrating, but we'll get there at some point. So yeah. Let me know how you guys are making out down below in the comments. If you're struggling like chicken or not. Appreciate to hear from you. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is gonna wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.